Can you believe there's a place where people still live like in the Stone Age, where a river can literally boil animals alive, or where a real oasis exists in the middle of a barren desert? As unbelievable as it sounds, all of this exists in one single country, Peru. In today's video, the Shin will take you on a journey to uncover 10 fascinating and unbelievable facts that exist only in Peru. Truths so shocking, they'll make you question the world as you know it. Watch until the end to discover which fact surprises you the most. And don't forget to comment on the number you found the craziest down below. Are you ready? Let's dive in. 10. LaRinconada, the highest city in the world. Hidden among the icy, snow-capped peaks of the Andes Mountains, LaRinconada is a place where people live at an unthinkable altitude, over 5,100 meters, 16,700 feet above sea level. It's not only the highest city in the world, but also a living testament to the incredible resilience of humans in extreme conditions. There are no paved roads, no running water or waste treatment systems, and the air is so thin that newcomers may suffer from headaches, dizziness, or even fainting. Yet, more than 50,000 people live here, most of them gold miners clinging to the hope of striking it rich amid a sea of snow and stone. However, LaRinconada is far from a paradise. There is virtually no effective governance, laws are nearly non-existent, and the environment is increasingly polluted due to the mercury used in gold extraction. People have called LaRinconada the end-of-the-world town, a place of chaos, uncertainty, and chilling tales of humans trapped in a vicious cycle of gold, poverty, and despair. And yet, amid the frost and disorder, families still live, children still go to school, and small dreams continue to await their moment to shine. The very existence of LaRinconada is a shocking paradox, a place where people continue to live, dream, and fight on the rooftop of the world. 9. Ancient pyramids, older than those in Egypt. When people think of pyramids, most immediately picture the majestic Giza pyramids in Egypt. But you might be shocked to learn that Peru is actually home to pyramids that are thousands of years older. Caral, the cradle of the oldest civilization in the Americas, is where stone pyramids have stood tall for over 5,000 years, making them even older than Egypt's legendary Giza pyramids. The Caral archaeological site lies hidden in the Soup Valley, about 200 kilometers from the capital city of Lima. Strangely enough, despite its ancient age, Caral boasts a sophisticated urban design, complete with plazas, an amphitheater, and pyramids as tall as 28 meters. Even more remarkable, there is no evidence of war, weapons, or defensive walls, suggesting that this was a peaceful society thriving in the arts and sciences. And here's the shocking part. Caral was discovered so late that the world only learned of its significance at the end of the 20th century. Archaeologists once dismissed it as a pile of rubble, until musical instruments, ancient manuscripts, and signs of vibrant life came to light. The pyramids of Peru not only challenge our current understanding of human history, but also raise a profound question. How many once glorious civilizations still lie buried beneath the dust of time, waiting to be uncovered? 8. The river that boils, a bizarre yet real phenomenon. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie or an ancient legend, but in Peru, this seemingly impossible phenomenon is real. There exists a river so hot it can literally cook animals alive on contact. This river is called Lifeinperu, though it is more chillingly known as the Boiling River. Hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest in the Mayantuyacu region, Lifeinperu stretches about 6.4 kilometers and has water temperatures ranging from 50 degrees to 100 degrees, 122 degrees to 212 degrees. Any creature that falls in can be boiled alive within seconds. What stuns scientists is that this place isn't anywhere near a volcano or a magma chamber. According to conventional theory, this shouldn't be possible. So why is the water so hot? Some hypotheses suggest that rainwater seeps deep into the earth, gets superheated by geothermal energy, and then resurfaces through fault lines. But no definitive explanation has been confirmed. Locals believe the river is sacred, connected to the spirits of the jungle and ancient myths. Shamans even use the river's water in purification rituals and healing ceremonies. In the heart of the mysterious Amazon, the Shin River stands as proof of nature's awe-inspiring secrets, a place where modern science still struggles to fully understand. If there's anywhere on Earth that evokes both fear and wonder at nature's raw power, this is it. 7. Lake Titicaca, the world's highest navigable lake, and its unsolved mysteries. Lying quietly among the majestic Andes Mountains at over 3,800 meters, 12,500 feet, above sea level, Lake Titicaca is not only the highest navigable freshwater lake in the world, but also one of the most mysterious sites in South America. Spanning over 8,300 kilometers, Titicaca straddles the border between Peru and Bolivia. The ancient Incas believed it to be the cradle of humanity, where the sun god Inti gave birth to the first humans to found their mighty empire. To this day, the lake retains deep spiritual and religious significance for local communities, but the strangest aspect of Titicaca lies on its surface: floating islands made entirely of totora reeds, home to the Uros people. They build houses, boats, and even schools from these reeds that grow around the lake. Each week, they add a fresh layer of reeds to the islands to maintain buoyancy, making these floating islands detachable, movable, and even rebuildable, like living Legos on water. Even more mysterious is what lies beneath the lake. Archaeologists have discovered ruins of ancient structures at the bottom, leading to theories about a sunken city, an Atlantis of the Andes. With sunlight glistening off its clear, cold waters, Lake Titicaca is not just a geographic marvel. It is a vibrant treasure trove of culture, history, and legend that leaves every visitor in awe, full of admiration and endless questions. 6. The hidden tribes in the Amazon, living completely isolated from the modern world. Deep within the vast Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely penetrates the thick canopy, exists one of Peru's most astonishing realities: tribes that have never had contact with the modern world. These indigenous communities live in isolation within protected areas such as Parque Nacional Alto Purus and Reserva Territorial Madre de Dios, regions where modern humans are largely forbidden to enter. With no electricity, no technology, no knowledge of cars or phones, these tribes live like in prehistoric times, relying solely on hunting, gathering, and the rhythms of nature. What's truly remarkable is that they know the modern world exists. They've seen airplanes overhead, and at times come near settlements, but they choose to remain distant. History has taught them the dangers of contact: disease, displacement, violence, and even extinction. The Peruvian government has enacted strict laws banning all unauthorized contact and filming, aiming to protect these tribes from outside interference. Peru is one of the few countries in the world with an official policy to safeguard uncontacted peoples, recognizing them as a precious part of humanity's heritage that must be preserved. 5. A rainbow-colored mountain that looks photoshopped, but it's completely real. If you've ever seen photos of a brightly colored mountain online and thought it had to be photoshopped, think again. Peru's Vinicunca, the stunning Rainbow Mountain, is 100% real. Located over 5,000 meters, 16,400 feet, above sea level in the frigid Andes, Vinicunca is a natural masterpiece that leaves first-time visitors speechless. Bands of red, yellow, green, purple, pink, white, and brown layer together to form a massive rainbow ripple through the mountains, like a surreal painting brought to life from a mythical world. What amazes scientists even more is that these colors are entirely natural, the result of a magical combination of minerals and geological processes spanning millions of years. Each hue represents a different mineral, from red iron oxide and yellow limestone to green phosphate rock. Even more fascinating, for thousands of years, this mountain was hidden beneath a blanket of snow and ice. Only recently, due to climate change and melting glaciers, has this rainbow painting been revealed, instantly turning it into a dream destination for travelers around the globe. However, reaching Rinconada is no easy feat. It requires hours of hiking through cold, thin air and rugged terrain. But the reward is more than worth it. One of the most breathtaking and otherworldly landscapes nature has ever created. 4. A real-life desert oasis. The legendary Huacachina amid the white sands. When you think of an oasis, you might picture something straight out of a dream. A shimmering blue lagoon, palm trees swaying under the sun, and golden sand dunes all around. But here's the unbelievable truth. Peru has such an oasis, and it's even more magical than anything Hollywood has ever imagined. Nestled in the arid Ica Desert of southern Peru, Huacachina is a fairy tale-like oasis that appears like a mirage made real. With a natural emerald green lagoon cradled between towering sand dunes and shaded by palm trees, this place was once a luxurious getaway for Peru's elite in the 1940s, and today remains one of South America's most surreal and enchanting destinations. What's astonishing is that Huacachina isn't just beautiful, it's thrillingly alive. Visitors can sandboard down skyscraper-high dunes or race across the desert in high-speed dune buggies, a ride that feels like an adventure across the surface of the moon. According to local legend, the Huacachina Lagoon was formed from the tears of an Inca princess who wept over the loss of her lover. She is said to have transformed into a mermaid and now lives beneath the water's surface. Many locals still believe her spirit guards the oasis from vanishing into the sands. In a place where life seems impossible, Huacachina emerges as a breathtaking miracle of nature, proof that even a single drop of water can create paradise. 3. Home to an animal that looks like a cross between a camel and a sheep. Peru's living symbol. If there's one animal that captures every visitor's attention in Peru, it's the peculiar-looking creatures that seem to be half camel, half sheep. These are the 4 members of the South American camelid family: the llama, alpaca, vicuña, and guanaco, living symbols of Andean culture. Among them, the alpaca is the star, famous for its luxuriously soft fleece, often referred to as the soft gold of the Andes. Lighter than sheep's wool, warmer, and hypoallergenic, alpaca wool was reserved for royalty and nobility during the Inca Empire. Today, it remains a vital source of income for thousands of highland families across Peru. If you spot an alpaca-like animal that's smaller, softer, and extremely shy, you've found a vicuña. This rare wild species was once on the brink of extinction and is now strictly protected. Only a few times a year, locals hold the traditional Chaku festival, where vicuñas are herded, gently sheared, and then released back into the wild. A single kilogram of vicuña fleece can fetch thousands of dollars, more valuable than gold. The llama, larger than the alpaca, serves as a living cargo carrier in high-altitude regions. It can haul loads of up to 30 kilometers across rocky, steep mountain paths where no vehicles can reach. These remarkable animals not only add to the visual charm of the Andes, but also represent the beating heart of Peru's culture, economy, and spirituality, having played a central role in daily life for thousands of years. 2. Peruvian cuisine, where guinea pig becomes a royal delicacy. While guinea pigs are adored as cute household pets in many countries, in Peru, especially in the Andean highlands, they hold a completely different status, a traditional dish and a symbol of national culinary heritage. Known locally as cuy, guinea pig is not just a staple food among indigenous people, but was once served at royal Inca banquets centuries ago. The meat is slightly sweet, the skin crispy, and it's often roasted whole, marinated with traditional spices like cumin and red pepper, then served with potatoes, corn, or chili peppers. It might sound hard to stomach for some travelers, but cuy is actually high in protein, low in fat, and has been recognized by UNESCO as an integral part of Peru's culinary heritage. Today, cuy is served not only in rural homes but also in upscale restaurants across the country, often presented as gourmet art. Some chefs have even created cuy-inspired fusion dishes like cuy pizza, cuy burgers, and even cuy sushi, blending tradition with modern flair. And if you think this is just a quirky niche dish, visit the Cuy Festival in Huacho, where thousands gather to celebrate this once sacred animal, with elaborate versions that are fried, roasted, stewed, or stuffed to perfection. In Peru, a meal is more than just food. It's a journey into the past, where every dish tells a story and reflects national pride. And cuy is perhaps the most vivid and surprising expression of that tradition. 1. Machu Picchu, the ancient city, forgotten for centuries. Hidden among the emerald peaks of the Andes, Machu Picchu is not only the greatest symbol of the Inca civilization, but also one of the most mysterious wonders on Earth. A city that completely vanished from the world's awareness for hundreds of years. Built in the 15th century at an altitude of nearly 2,500 meters, 8,200 feet, Machu Picchu was believed to be a sacred city for the Inca elite, a spiritual retreat for royalty and high priests. However, when the Inca Empire fell to Spanish conquistadors, the city was abandoned and swallowed by the jungle, remaining unknown to Europeans for over 400 years. It wasn't until 1911, when American explorer Hiram Bingham stumbled upon its ruins, that the world was stunned by this architectural masterpiece, constructed without mortar, yet resilient enough to withstand centuries of earthquakes, storms, and time. Now recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the modern world, Machu Picchu is a place where every stone and structure echoes the spirit of a lost civilization. What's even more intriguing is that the true purpose of Machu Picchu remains a mystery to this day. Was it a temple, a spiritual university, an ancient observatory, or perhaps all of the above? Whatever the answer may be, Machu Picchu stands as a majestic reminder of human brilliance, faith, and the power to create wonder, even without a single piece of modern technology. Peru, a land of wonders, where reality surpasses imagination. From uncontacted tribes deep in the jungle and pyramids older than Egypt, to the dazzling Rainbow Mountain and the long-lost city of Machu Picchu, every corner of Peru will leave you gasping, "Unbelievable!" If you love uncovering strange, fascinating, and mind-blowing facts from around the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos from the Shin, where your passion for discovery is awakened every single day.